Good morning, students. Well, I think we have studied in the last class about increasing the fertility of soil. That is some other uses of microorganisms. In that first one, we had seen of in increasing fertility of soil, how this rhizobium is going to play a vital role in this fertility, in its increasing the fertility of the soil. So now, what we'll be doing? We'll be saying even in cleaning the environment, even in cleaning the environment, how these microorganisms are going to help. And that some fungi and bacteria, what they are doing, they are feeding on dead and decaying matter. Is this right? So what is fungi and bacteria is doing? It is breaking, it is decomposing the dead and decaying organic matter into its simpler forms. So whatever this dead and decaying matter is there, no? That is again converted into its simpler forms by this fungi and bacteria. So actually what they are doing there? They are doing decomposed. They are decomposing. Alright. Therefore, this fungi and bacteria are known as decomposers. They are called as decomposers because they are decomposing the dead and decaying organic matter. So then coming across the minerals, phosphate, nitrate, sulfate, these are absorbed. All these minerals are absorbed by the green plants while making photosynthesis. So there, whatever the dead waste material is there, or whatever this waste of dead organic is there, it is what is done? It is cleaned. So whatever the dead and decaying organic matter was there, that was decomposed by bacteria and fungi. That is why they are known as decomposers. Then the role of plants, what it is doing? It is absorbing the minerals which are present in the soil, and thus it also helps in cleaning the environment. So the next we have sewage disposal. The next we have sewage disposal. How these microorganisms are going to be helpful in disposal of sewage. So here in this sewage disposal, actually anaerobic bacteria, it is producing methane gas. Anaerobic microorganisms, what they are doing? They are producing methane gas, and this methane gas is nothing but biogas. Clear? Coming here, actually, whatever the municipal sewage or municipal wastage is there, that is decomposed with the help of bacteria. So when they are treating sewage, anaerobic bacteria is producing methane gas. Alright, that methane gas is nothing but biogas. Clear? Then we will come across leather industries. One is leather industry, bacteria are used, and in separating jute, bacteria are used. For example, what they give in the book? Bacteria are used in the leather industry for tanning the skin of animals, making the leather soft and flexible. So the skin of the animals, which we call it as leather, for tanning it, for separating that leather and using it and making that leather soft and flexible. For that, this bacteria are used. Then bacteria are used in the jute industry for the separation of jute fiber from the stem by destroying the stem tissues. So even in this jute industry, it is used to separate jute from its stem. Is that right? Here the stem tissues are going to be destroyed and only the jute fiber is remaining. So jute fiber is remaining because the remaining is destroyed. Whatever stem tissues are there, that is destroyed. So there we get jute fiber separated from its stem tissues. And for this process, they call it as ratting. What is that? Ratting. The process where jute fiber is separated from its stem tissues. For that, we call it as ratting. Clear? So this is about sewage disposal, and even this is in industries. So in leather industries, this bacteria is used for tanning the skin of animals and making it soft and flexible. Then in this jute industry, the bacteria is used to separate jute fiber from stem tissues. And this process of removing jute fiber, or this process of separating jute fiber from the stem tissues, that process is called ratting. Then the next we'll come across these bacteria are used in preparation of antibiotics. We have heard whenever we are sick, this antibiotics is mostly used in medical terms, right? Because whenever the person is sick, is going to be given antibodies, so that antibody is going to get inserted in the body and it is going to fight against the diseases. This is what antibiotics is. And we have seen even this is used in penicillin. Is that right? So what these bacteria are doing? What these bacteria are doing here is they are stopping or they are killing. They are killing or they are stopping the growth of disease. Whatever the disease is going to be, what the disease is caused, that disease is going to be either stopped or killed by these bacteria. And we all remember this penicillin, which was discovered by Alexander Fleming in the year 1928. So in 1928, what Alexander Fleming did? He found or he discovered a medicine called penicillin. What is this injection? What is this use of this penicillin medicine? So this penicillin was developed by using a fungi called penicillin notatum. So this is the antibiotic. Which one? Penicillin. But this penicillin is made from a fungi named penicillin notatum. So this penicillin is a antibiotic. And there are other antibiotics. As far as I remember, streptomycin. This is also an antibiotic used. Alright. And then these microorganisms are used even in the preparation of vaccine. That is vaccination. It is actually vaccines. Then what is vaccination? We'll see it. So actually vaccines means these are the microorganisms. These are the microorganisms. Vaccines are microorganisms which are dead or weak. So this vaccine means it is a dead or weak microorganism. What these are doing? These weak are doing no harm to our body. So as these weak microorganisms are induced, it is given by injection, right? So as that weak microorganism enters our body, what it does is it starts working and it is going to form antibodies. It is going to form antibodies. And these antibodies, what they are doing? They are fighting against diseases. Alright. So this is about vaccines. Vaccines are nothing but dead or weak microorganisms which are induced into our body, and the weak microorganisms are going to form, they are going to form antibodies in our body, so that those antibodies are protecting us against the diseases. And also it develops immunity. It also develops our immunity. So this entire process is called vaccination. Means they are inducing this dead and weak microorganisms into our body. What they are doing, they are not causing any harm to our body. They are fighting against the antigens. We'll come across the word called foreign bodies. So as these antibodies are done, it is going to destroy, or it is going to protect us from foreign bodies. It is going to protect us from diseases, and also it is going to help our immunity to boost. So entire this process, right from injecting, right from inducing inducing these vaccines and completing its work, for that entire process we call it as vaccination. For example, hepatitis B ಅಂತ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಹಾಕಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕವರಿದ್ದಾಗ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಾ? ಪೋಲಿಯೋ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಲಸಿಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So polio ಹಾಕಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, hepatitis B ಹಾಕಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? So these are vaccination. What they are doing? They are injecting them to our body. So ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವು? They are fighting against the diseases inside the body. So ರೋಗಗಳನ್ನ ಅದು ರೋಗಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ಬರದೇ ಇರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ತಡೀತದ, ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತದ. ಸೊ ಅದೆಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ? ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಯು ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ wondering what is immunity. It is nothing but to resist our body, from diseases, ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಫೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. And vaccines have been provided against the diseases called cholera, then polio, then whooping cough, ಮತ್ತೆ typhoid, smallpox, etc. So ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದ? The immunity is boosted so that the body can resist and fight against the diseases. Then we'll come across harmful microorganisms. Actually till now whatever we have seen, they are helpful. Now we'll come across harmful microorganisms. There are some disease causing microorganisms in animals and plants. So what kind of disease is found in animals? You'll see that they are given foot and mouth disease in cattle. That is, the cattle is going to be severely affected to its mouth as well as its foot. This is caused because of a virus. And then anthrax disease in cattle. Anthrax is the name of the disease which is found in cattle. That is caused due to the bacteria. Then sleeping sickness in cattle, pigs and horses, that is also caused due to protozoa. So these are the disease causing microorganisms, virus, bacterium and protozoa for animals. Then when we come across these plants, we have potato blight and tobacco mosaic, which is caused by virus. Then rust of wheat, that is by fungi. Then citrus canker, it is by bacterium. And at last yellow vein mosaic of okra, it is also caused by virus. So whatever this potato blight, tobacco mosaic, rust of wheat, citrus canker and yellow vein mosaic of okra is there, these are the types of diseases found in plants. Alright. Then what are the disease causing microorganisms in humans? For that we will see what is pathogen. Pathogens causes diseases in humans. These diseases are called communicable diseases. So what do you mean by communicable diseases? First thing, the diseases which can be spread from one person to another or from animal to other persons. So how can communicable disease anta kariತೀವಿ, because ಯಾರಿಗಾದರೂ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವರಿಂದ ಅದು ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೆ ಹರಡುವ ಸಂಭವ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಬಲ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So this communicable disease, how it is going to be? Will it be by direct contact or by droplet infection or by using an infected needle or syringe? So the diseases which are spread from one person to another or from animal to other persons, then it is called as communicable disease. In that, first we come across a direct contact. Direct skin to skin, mucus to mucus or mucus to skin contact may cause infection. Example of this spread in this way are leprosy and eczema. Leprosy and eczema. For this, the best example in the present situation is corona. What it is doing? It is also spreading from one person to another. So ಒಬ್ಬರಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಹರಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೋಗಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ? ಸಾಂಕ್ರಾಮಿಕ ರೋಗಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. That is communicable diseases. They are spreading from one to another. So corona in the current situation is the best example where you can find. That is why the person who is affected with corona is kept isolated, because there shall be no direct contact with him. In case if we do direct contact with the affected, then we are also going to get affected. Is this clear? Then we have second one, that by droplet infection. By droplet infection, whenever we are going to sneeze, drops of water is forced out of our body. Is that right? So that is why always you are said, or you are ordered, or you are said, or you are convinced that whenever you are sneezing, take a handkerchief, cover your mouth and nose, then sneeze. In case if you are having any disease and if that is moving with the droplets sneezed by you, then it is also going to be affecting to other person. So here the examples are tuberculosis. Tuberculosis, sneezing, right? We have to be quite careful, because we are going to get here the disease called tuberculosis and whooping cough. So we have to be careful. Then third one, by using an infected person's syringe. Here The person who is affected with AIDS, if we touch to him, if we talk to him, we are not going to get AIDS. Alright, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಏಡ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮುಟ್ಟೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮಾತಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಏಡ್ಸ್ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ how it is going to come is, if the blood of that infected person is touched by us, then we are going to get affected. So that's why always doctors are advised not to use the syringe which is used for another person. ಸೊ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಿರಿಂಜನ್ನ ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪೇಷಂಟಿಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಿರಿಂಜನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾದರೂ ಅದೇ ಸಿರಿಂಜ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರು ನಮಗೆ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಆ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬ್ಲಡ್ಡು ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಲಡ್ಡು ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಅವೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮಗೂ ಅವು ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ, ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ not use the syringe which is used for others. Modes of infection can be transmitted through blood transfusion, as in case of AIDS, or a bite, as in case of a dog bite. ಸೊ ನಾಯಿಗಳು ಕಚ್ಚಿದ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಹುಷಾರಾಗಿರೋದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕಾದ್ರೂ ನಾಯಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕಚ್ಚಿತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ರೋಗ ಬರೋ ಸಂಭವ ಇರ್ತದೆ. So these are by direct contact, droplet infection, and using an infected needle or syringe. Then we'll come across the indirect transmission. Indirect transmission. It is indirect. The person who is affected, we might touch his clothes. Alright, then what else? It is through infected food, water, through clothes, towels, or personal belongings of a patient, or through dirty hands or unwashed fruits and vegetables. ಸೊ ಯಾರಿಗಾದರೂ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕ್ಲೋತ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅವ್ರ ಪರ್ಸ್ನಲ್ ಬಿಲಾಂಗಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಕ್ಲೋತ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅವ್ರ ಟವಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ವಾಟರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಇವು ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೋಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ವಾಶ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್. So then they have given some microbial diseases in page number 23. What kind of disease is formed and how it is going to be transmitted, and what are the symptoms of it, and what are the preventive measures has to be taken. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಅದ ಆ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಬಲ್ ಅದು, ಆ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಬಲ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಎದ್ರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಹಾಗೂ ಅದರದ್ದು ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು ಏನು, ಮತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪ್ರಿಕಾಷನ್ ಹೇಗೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆ ಹೇಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗಿವನ್ 4, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ TB, pneumonia, cholera and typhoid. And in viral diseases it is measles, common cold, chickenpox, jaundice and polio. So they given all the 5 types of microorganisms, that is for bacteria, viral, protozoa and fungal. So I want you to read this, some microbial diseases, right? Then come to the next class. All right, so that's all for today. And the homework that you have to do is today is, first thing, define vaccination. Define vaccination. Then second, use of bacteria in industries. You have to explain it. Alright, how these bacteria are used in the industries of leather industry, and another one was jute industries, right? So one is jute industry and the other one is the leather industry. So how these bacteria are going to be helpful there, that you have to write. So for that you have to keep reading textbook. All right, keep reading textbook. Stay home, stay safe. See you in the next class. Thank you.